Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to do a no makeup look. Something I find myself doing just running to the store or running to a family member's house that I don't really necessarily want to wear makeup to and be all glammed up. Yet I don't want every single flaw and acne and everything else to really show too. Kind of keeps me looking a little dewy, I guess, but natural. So these are my steps to get that going. Super simple, and I'll just dive right in. I always start with a chapstick, something I do with every makeup process. Literally any brand you like. This is just the one I had handy.
Had handy. Is that what that
Next is a primer. I don't know if you can see this. Can you read it? It's so hard to see. It's the Tarte Quench. I put this on before any makeup I do, even if I'm just even doing a mascara. I do not apply my makeup without primer. It's just really important to the face. Any brand will work. Today I am using a MAC NW15. I'm just going to cover up my areas that I find I have an issue with. This one is a really good coverage, but it's not super full, and it might look like I'm getting a little crazy, but I have tons and tons of acne scars, so I like to use this to cover them all up. It goes through. I get a ton underneath my jawline, so for me this is kind of where I focus when I'm doing this no makeup look. And just get that even so it's not only color on my bottom half. I'm going to be putting a little on that top half. Pull all your hair back and use a wet beauty blender. I already dampened this one, and I'm truly just going to go through and hit all those areas. And this won't be perfect coverage, so I hope you're not expecting that. This will just give you something to go on so that those aren't, all those flaws and red marks aren't just bright and out in the open. This kind of helps blend it into your skin. But if you're looking for flawless, this is definitely not your go-to look. This is literally a natural makeup look. And just so I don't bore you, I sped this part up. I just went through and used my beauty blender really thoroughly to get everything balanced. Now I'm going to do a tiny bit of brow. Two options. I'll do one brow each way. One is to go in with a light brow pencil. This one is MAC. And it is in color taupe. Always start with brushing up your eyebrows when doing those with a spoolie. This helps form everything and keeps everything symmetric on the face. Now I'm going in with my brow pencil and really just shading what I already have. I'm not adding any extra brows. I'm just giving the definition because my eyebrows are such a light color. And this will just make them look fuller
but I'm not going for a bigger size or to reshape them by any means.
I will show you the other side using powder from a brow kit, super light one, so I'll probably use one of those because I honestly just want this natural. I'm just gonna brush up with this.
I'm doing the same thing to this brow, just making it fuller. I'm just using a powder instead of a pencil. Still trying to achieve that very natural look, just going in to fill things up, not change any shape, and always continue with that upward stroke motion to give a natural hair follicle shape.
I have some bald spots in my brow here, so I always end up having to put a little extra on this side, so it might not really match all the way color wise. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the darker browns here and do the wing, kind of define that a little bit.
Starting that wing off here, just going with my natural shape, just making it fuller because I have literally no side brows. I have lots of scars and just very thin brows in general. So this is my method to make it look like I have brows, but not giving anything that looks like they're at all fake or brushed on or colored on or applied with makeup, anything of the above. And finish with a spoolie. This shapes them, it removes any extra product and just really gives that natural look to your brows. Next, we will go to the highlighter. I usually use a liquid highlighter when doing this no makeup look. This one I'm using today is called Dream Maker by So Susan. I got it in an Ipsy bag. I apply it to all the usual spots you would apply highlighter, the cheekbones, the nose, the chin, and a tiny bit on the forehead just to continue with that dewiness. And again, blend that in with that same beauty blender you used earlier. This will just achieve a flawless look.
Since I need to do one more under here because I am a little bit wrinkly. Clean this side up here. Just underneath the one more time with a smaller beauty blender, or you can use that same one if you only have one. It's up to you. I like to use a smaller one. I'll show you guys so you can see the size differences. Like so.
Using Studio Fix NC25.
And just go through and put that. And put that not in your eye like I just did. Ouch, that hurt.
Continue putting that foundation all over. Powder foundation goes nice and flawlessly on the skin, so this should be an easy portion of the makeup. Just covering, and make sure don't forget to cover that neck and chin. That's the worst you can do, is just leave that empty.
During the summer, this is where I call it stop. I add my blush and my highlighter and my mascara and I'm done. But it is still spring. I haven't got a tan in very well yet. So I'm gonna go in and use my lightest shade here. And this is in my MAC Emphasize Cream Sculpting, pretty much my contouring kit from MAC. I'm just gonna make my forehead look a little smaller, add some colors to my cheeks bones. A little color on my nose. And lastly, my jawline.
Now for the blush, using Melba by MAC on the apples of the cheek here. Just a little bit goes a long way. You don't want it to look unnatural. You just want it to look like you naturally have this glow in your cheek.
And honestly, this is that you could stop here too and just add your mascara and be done. I go in a little further because I am just that extra bitch. And go in with some Studio Light Perfecting Powder by MAC. Stuff literally does magic, and it just sits right on top of your skin. I use a super soft brush to put it on. This is my MAC. I can't read the number anymore. This is though, it's literally like butter. And I put it under the creases of my eyes.
This stuff is so smooth. It applies fantastically. Just get a good thorough helping right underneath the eyes to prevent any creasing. I like to do the top of my eyelids so I don't crease as well up there. I always do the T of my forehead, and that's it.
Highlighter. Can never have too much. R and L. Mata Pro, I guess. BXM Glow. Seriously, I'm perfect highlighter brush.
Applying highlighter to the top of the cheekbones in a light fluid motion will give you that dewy, flawless glow that everybody wants without makeup. And this will be achieved with just the slightest bit of makeup.
A clear brow set by MAC, literally, and clear. It's no longer clear because I always use it on top of my brows. I used to use it before, but I found that I kind of don't like how the color sticks in certain spots when it's still wet. And you can see my brow here that I have that bald spot with is kind of popping through. So I always have to go through and brush those hairs.
Time to apply the mascara. Don't go too heavy on this portion because you are going for a natural look. If you are wanting something more crazy, go ahead and double up. Maybe throw some falsies on.
Clear gloss, super great.
Now it's a little bit of clear gloss, just putting that evenly on both lips. You can never have too much gloss, that is.
All right, this is how you do your everyday no makeup look glam. Just looking dewy and finished without anything all the way covered.